August 9th, 2010, filling in for Regis today, 360 himself, Anderson Cooper.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you forever.
I haven't seen you forever. Well, I've seen you in that picture that I keep in that shrine in my bedroom. The one I light a candle to every night. So that's the only time I see you, really.
Oh, well.
But thank you for being here.
Well, I'm very happy to be here.
Regis says that I'm never more ebullient and alive than when you're here. And I agree with him. So how have you been?
I've been all right. I've been down. I was in the Gulf for about 8 weeks, and in New Orleans and areas around, and you know, glad to.
I think that people are so happy to have you there, sort of telling their stories, because I hear that a lot from people in that area.
Well, I mean, they need all the attention they can get, but it's thankfully things are starting to look up. Although it's obviously
they finally got the cap cemented.
They got the cap on, right? Although the well is not officially killed off yet, but there's about 20. According to the government, and how reliable that is, I'm not sure. There's about 25% of the oil left, either in the water or on beaches somewhere, and so it's going to be still a long road. They don't really know the long-term impact of all this oil.
Right. I fear for that. It's like, you know, it's happening right now. It's a tragedy. It's awful, but long-term.
Yeah.
What does it do to the ecosystem?
Yeah, people aren't really sure. I mean, the oysters, it takes about 3 years for an oyster to go from spawning to actually fully grown to where they actually get harvested for us to eat. And so a lot of it may be that the next 3 years of oysters from Louisiana are dead. But so they're hoping to get things going again. But I should point out that seafood is safe to eat. If you have any Gulf seafood anywhere, you know, there's actually this article in AOL today about how you're worried about seafood, but if you just smell something, if you smell seafood, more often than not, you can tell if there's any trace of oil in it. And actually, when the shrimp come off the boats, there's actually somebody at the shrimpers who smells it. For any trace of oil. So
that's actually great. My husband would be good at that because
is that right?
Yeah, I will hand him the milk, and I always say, "Does this smell funny?" He can tell you. He's like, "This will expire on Thursday at 4 o'clock."
See, to me, milk always smells funny.
I always think it smells funny,
so I never really know.
To me, it smells funny.
I think milk is a strange thing.
You don't drink milk products?
You know, no. I mean, I'll have like skim milk with my cereal, but other than that, I don't really.
What cereal do you eat?
What cereal do I eat? I've lately been eating Special K cinnamon pecan flavored cereal. Yeah, I didn't even know there was such a thing as cinnamon pecan, but there is.
I mean, only.
But I'm trying to cut down on sugar.
You are?
Yes, I'm trying to eliminate sugar and like all sodas and stuff.
Wait, why? Tell me why.
I don't know. I just don't have enough going on in my life.
But you're not going to. You're not going to. Are you going to cut out wine or? Cause
I don't really drink. I mean, I'll occasionally have wine, but it doesn't really. It's not something I would normally do.
So vodka never.
I stick to heroin. I mean, why mess around? No, I mean, So I basically have eliminated all sodas. This is the first Diet Coke I've had. There's a Diet Coke in here that I've had in like a month.
You don't eat hot or drink hot.
I don't drink hot things.
Yeah, because I saw you on 60 Minutes.
I wasn't talking about that on 60 Minutes.
No, but you ate something and smoke was coming out of your nose.
Oh, yes, that was very cold, though.
Oh, it was very cold.
I was in a story about the chef named Jose Andres, who's this very famous Spanish chef who has great restaurants in Washington and in Los Angeles.
Right.
And he makes, it's a molecular gastronomy. So it's all sort of like cooking with, I don't know, nitrogen. What's that freezing cold stuff? Liquid nitrogen. So he makes this popcorn thing that he dips it in liquid nitrogen, and you put it in your mouth, and as you chew it, smoke comes pouring out of your nose.
You were like the cutest little dragon ever. I wasn't listening. I was watching. I was blow drying my hair, so I couldn't hear what you were saying, and I was like, oh, look at my little dragon. I just love him so much. He can do no wrong.
That's what you look like?
That was me with a hairdryer.
I see, okay.
But yeah, no, so I was wondering, I knew you were interviewing a chef. I knew you were talking about something, but I thought it was incredibly hot. I thought you were going to burn your mouth.
No, it was very funny. It's called Dragon's Breath. And, the stupidest thing, did you hear about the sauna competition this weekend in Europe that somebody died at?
No.
Yeah, okay. I don't know when going into a sauna became a sport, but apparently a finalist in Finland's annual World Sauna Championship died after spending 6 minutes in a 230-degree chamber. So that's like microwaving.
It's like steaming yourself.
Yeah, it was him, a Russian guy, and a guy from Finland, and I guess the Finnish guy collapsed and died. But like, to me, this is as stupid as like being the person who dies at an eating contest. Like those eating contests, I don't understand. When did eating, shoving as much food as possible in your mouth, become a sport?
At the RIP of Thanksgiving, 1974, I think.
That was the turning point?
That was when it became a sport. Yeah, I remember it was over the box of stovetop stuffing, where everybody said, "I can eat this without cooking it. Watch this." Yeah.
A RIP of Thanksgiving must be quite a thing.
Oh my gosh, it is incredible. We should sell tickets, I swear.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's like, can you pass the hard feelings and blame, please? And when you get a chance, just hand over the guilt, and I'll have a side order of accusation.
All right, have you seen this new, so I must say over the last, like, 6 months, I've pretty much given up on reality TV.
Okay, so wait a minute. This is a whole new Anderson Cooper. No soda and no reality
I'm turning over a new leaf, yes. I've just started to watch Jersey Shore a little bit, so I'm cheating a little bit.
Well, sweetie, that's the granddaddy of them all, isn't it?
But the interesting thing about that show is you watch one, you don't need to watch it anymore. Because, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing every weekend. It's like a cycle.
Yeah, but don't you want to see...
Shots, fighting, throwing up, sex, fighting, shots.
Crying,
sleep,
sex,
punching.
Yeah.
So there's this new, apparently a new show that's being reviewed today. It's called Bachelor Pad.
I heard about this
It's all the rejects from The Bachelor and Bachelorette. No, I'm not kidding. It's all the rejects from The Bachelor, and Bachelorette over the years. They've all gotten together into one big, like, pool of STDs.
Oh, my
God. Don't be so naive.
Didn't we read that article that they are all given, like,
checks?
STD tests and like,
I'm sure they eat antibiotics by the fistful. I mean, I would think in this, you go into those hot tubs like a petri dish.
Now that would be a fun Thanksgiving, wouldn't it?
But and they're all just happen to be hanging out shirtless.
Yeah, well, naturally.
While making food.
Naturally.
It's not a health code violation. There's no...
I know. It's like, why? Chest hair in the kitchen? Really?
But does anyone believe, like, the whole... I don't understand why The Bachelor is still on TV.
Oh, well...
I mean... okay, other than the one whoever stayed together and I guess have a child and are actually real people, it's all just fake, right?
Well, but she was in charge. See, I have a theory that when the Bachelorette is in charge, that wedding happens. It happens.
But
she's like,
never...
no, we are going to walk down the aisle. Hold my bouquet.
But it's like, they're together for 3 weeks after the publicity tour ends, and then by the time they're doing the really cheesy TV shows, they decide to break up, so it kicks it back into gear, so they get another round, and then they move on and they date the people they used to date. That's my theory. I don't know. What?
Did you just call us cheesy?
No, you guys are like I'm saying when they get toward the end, like I've interviewed. Do you remember I offended one of the I offended a Bachelorette who was on the show once, right? Because I asked her like how often she actually, when did she actually hook up with the guy or something, or did she actually hook up?
You said,
and she was shocked. Right. And I was like, you were greasing, lubing each other up in a bed, and then it like cut away to fireworks, and like what are we supposed to think?
And it was so funny too because I'm looking at Anderson and I'm like, this man interviews presidents, and he's like, so did you hook up with one of the... Anderson Cooper, you masher, how dare you?
Yeah.
And then you very smartly said, excuse me,
she got all offended and huffy,
Right,
she got huffy,
huffy.
like it was beneath her.
But what was great was that you, in return, got huffy at her. Which I've never seen you
I got huffy back.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
Oh, good times.
Good times, for sure.
Speaking of another thing that kind of shocked me over the weekend, I feel bad for Lawrence Fishburne, the actor, because his daughter has for some reason decided to do porn.
I mean...
And she claims that it's not because of money or anything, that she just has always wanted to do porn. Yeah, she says, I was inspired by the success of the people before me that have made it with their videos. It's kind of sad.
I don't know what that means.
Who's a huge success?
I can't... Oh, that's really depressing. It's really, really sad.
Not good.
It's like it's got to be a nightmare for a father. Really.
I think for any parent.
Yeah, for any parent. Yeah.
And did you see the Lady Gaga crowd surfing here at Lollapalooza?
This is...
I don't know why I'm segueing from porn to this, but...
Let me just say one thing. Let me explain to you what will happen this Halloween coming up. This person here will be played by Michael Gelman. And this
I don't know if you can really see what's going on here, but this man is really getting up close and personal with Lady Gaga in the crowd.
This lady here will be played by Art Moore. I can't wait.
Who was Snooki in your portrayal of... Were you Snooki?
Yeah.
Oh, you never saw her. Well, I saw... I
was incredible.
Yeah? And who were you guys?
I was Pauly D.
Oh, with the hair, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I had the hair.
And you were the grenade.
Pauly D, the most reputable of all the members. You were a grenade.
You were the grenade, yeah.
And Regis was the situation.
But Regis was like, we called him, what do we call him? The incident? First we came up with a lot. We were calling him the operation because he had so many medical procedures. Then we called him like the incident. But he was very funny because he was like, you know how Pauly D's really arrogant? You know, like, I mean, not Pauly D, the situation, like he's like, this is the situation, like he's like, you know, he's like an arrogant kind of, that's part of his charm. Regis was like the enraged situation.
The inflamed situation.
Goes, look at these abs. That's right, baby. Check out my abs. I was like, he's never that angry.
And they, I guess, I read they basically kind of pushed to get more money this year, so I guess they're getting reported upwards of like $30,000 an episode, which they well deserve. I think. Yeah. Absolutely deserve that. And I saw somebody was like, there was an article today in one of the papers where the situation was saying like, we were never not going to work. We were always going to go back to work. I was like, when did that get qualified as work?
Wait. Say that again with the
what?
with
No. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Say it again.
No.
That was great. It was like halfway between a Jersey accent and a speech impediment. He was like, I thought I talked pretty bad. I did see a pretty bad, and he had more money. Oh, I've missed this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I have missed this.
No one mocks me at CNN. They don't even make eye contact with me.
Tonight on 360, we're keeping them honest.
So then I also saw this picture in, there was another silly competition this week, and I guess less silly than the sauna competition. This was the European Swimming Championships.
Yes.
And by swimming, I mean synchronized swimming.
Well, that's actually very difficult to do.
Which I understand you have done at what is it, Le Rêve in Las Vegas?
Correct. When I was a Vegas showgirl.
I believe we have some tape.
We do?
I believe so.
Oh.
Which one is you?
That's incredible. It really is incredible.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
Listen, it's a gift. What can I do?
You have to share it with others.
That reminds me of my daughter's ice skating competition a couple of years ago, where she literally stood in the middle of the ice rink and went like this, and like this, and like that. And like that. And Mark leans in and goes, at some point, will her feet move? I was like, shh, don't say anything. She might fall down. It was like they were doing like ice skating, and Michael said, he goes, wow, it's really great, you know, your daughter's doing ice skating. And I said, don't get excited. She wears a helmet. Very cute.
Yeah. And Entourage is ending, the TV show on HBO.
Is that really true?
Yeah, that's what that's what I read. Next season, it's going to be disbanded next year. There's talk apparently of a movie version, but who knows?
Oh.
I like that show.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a very...
I've switched from reality shows to like basically HBO and like Showtime and AMC.
Oh, you must think you're better than everyone.
No.
But you're still watching Jersey Shore.
Yes, I must admit I am still watching.
Have you seen The Real Housewives of DC?
I refuse. I refuse to watch that show.
Why? Wait, why?
I love, you know, I love Bravo and stuff, but the fact that they put those two people gave them a show and rewarded them for crashing the White House, I just refuse to watch. I feel like my life is like, why waste a minute of my life watching these two dreadful people? Or what I imagine them to be, dreadful people. I don't know them personally. Not a movement. I'm not calling for a boycott. I'm just saying, like,
I too have not seen that show.
I hear.
But only because I forgot to watch it.
I hear, though, it's among the best ones ever.
That's what I mean.
I've heard.
I read the reviews.
And so I don't know how long my boycott will be able to hold. Like, but maybe I'll just turn when they're on. But the Salahis, is that their name? They just seem so dreadful.
Right.
And like, why don't we all have enough dreadful people in our lives?
I read a specific.
I work in TV, so I certainly do. But kidding.
Are you looking at me?
No. You were the light of my life.
There was sorry.
Don't touch. No, don't
sorry.
touch.
I won't touch you. I read a review where I think it was in the New York Times where the reviewer said that they have the look of somebody who is told no but hears yes.
I'm sure that is true. Yes,
right.
yes. I think they only hear what they want to hear.
Like that? I have a couple of kids like that. I said no. No, I said no. Put that down. I said no.
Have you? I was also fascinated by this in the Post today, which is meals to die for. Especially the meals that have the biggest calories. Like #1 here, which surprised me, was actually not #1. Actually, this Carl Jr. double guacamole bacon burger and a large fries. Yeah, my order is harder than just hearing that. And they do have the KFC half spicy chicken, crispy chicken meal, macaroni and cheese, potato wedges, and biscuit. Which is the place that has the new burger, which isn't a burger at all?
In between two chicken breasts?
Yes, two chicken.
Two fried chicken breasts?
Right. There's two fried chicken breasts, which is the bun.
The bun.
And a burger in between that.
Middle of that.
That sounds good.
Whew. You know, I haven't, but they give you the readings of all the sodium, and I don't know if anybody else is like me. Like,
sodium, do I have to look out for that now? Once you start looking for sugar, by the way, it is amazing how much sugars there is and stuff. Like in juice, like in a orange juice, it's like 30 grams of sugar.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yes, there's a lot of sugar in juice. But the sodium is the thing. It's like it really can prevent you from fitting your feet into your shoes, if you're me anyway. Like my feet will swell as soon as I have like too much sodium.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that just salt?
Yes, that's salt.
It's what you call maize.
I'm not inhaling the sodium the way I used to in my misspent youth.
Yes.
Okay, well, we have a huge show today. Are you ready? Yes. Julia Roberts is here.
I did. I just seen the movie Julia Roberts. Her new movie is Eat, Pray, Love. Also this morning, the cake boss, Buddy Valastro, who's going to give us some cake decorating tips, which, by the way, I believe
he made a cake for you guys.
He made a cake.
Oh, my God.
That's Regis.
Let's just zoom in on Regis's crazy-looking face.
He's not here to defend himself.
Regis is googly-eyed. Wow.
I will say that I was kind of disappointed and a little bit miffed that I, wasn't represented here.
Of course not.
So Buddy actually made one for me too.
Oh my God.
Sure. I don't know. I'll be off to the side here.
Can't been in 30 years.
Hey, wait a minute. It's time for Cake Boss Puppet Theater. Oh, hey, Anderson. Oh, hey, Kelly. What's going on? Nothing? Want a sip of my coffee? No, Kelly. You know I don't drink hot things. Oh, hi, Regis.
What the hell is going on here?
What's going on here?
Pippa!
You can't wait. You can't wait to sit in my chair, can you, Cooper? You just can't wait. You're never more ebullient than when Anderson's here. What, Regis, did you say something? Let's talk about Notre Dame football. You're going to fall out of the cake.
Big yes. We gotta
I'm
go.
sorry. Yes, no, I am. Yeah. Back to the reason why I'm here.
All right.
Julia Roberts just left.
On your Fashion Finder online after the show, you could do a whole
That's true.
puppet show.
Fashion Finder online, we will be doing cake puppets.
No.
Do not? See?
Wow.
And
By the
sugar.
way, that's all sugar.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
eating solid. Put your head back on. Put it back on. We will announce.
Mohawk. Now you're
Look at your toupee. Isn't that exciting? We will announce, everybody's been talking about this search. We will announce the 10 finalists in the Lives Women of Radio co-host for a day search.
That's right.
And it's time for Summer Dance Club Travel Trivia.
All right, let's do it.